Hi everyone, this is Tanya from You and Your Witchy Stuff. So this is the weekly reading starting today, March 31st, until April sets. We're already at April, starting tomorrow. Where is time going? So with that, thanks for tuning in and watching. Now, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Tanya, as I just said. If you are returning, thanks for greatly returning and watching my kookiness, my quirkiness, and what I have to share. And thanks for returning. And if you like my videos or my content, please like, comment, subscribe, as it helps my channel grow. And as I mentioned in my last video or my recent ones, it will help to determine what the fate of my channel, since I've had this for a few years, and to see how it works out and what I get out of it and overall the interactions I get. So yeah, so with that being said, last week was you saw, if you watched last week's video and reading, had the Seven of Cups and the Tower. So a lot to do with what's being offered or what choices one had. And of course, what is real and what is more of an illusion. What may appear to be great wasn't, or vice versa. What we thought may have worked out did not. The Tower was a lot of striking down, and peeling away more layers. Some for others more intensely than some, or at least from what I know of in my personal life, and especially for myself. The Tower, as I mentioned, always is my frenemy. And yeah, it struck my ass down. Yeah, so with that being said, because we don't need to keep ranting about my issues with trying to find a job and interviews and stuff that I'm well experienced for. But yeah, the Tower moment last week, if any of you had one or multiples of that like I had, you're still standing because you're watching this with me, kudos. So with that, this week follows into the cards that I got, or the decks I'm using, is going to be the Murder of Crows. As you can see here, just for an example, start off with. Time to Change. I'm in a Crow 90s burn, like from The Cure type of mood right now. So, and this will be the deck I'll be using in the month of April. It's going to be one of the decks I'm going to be using. This is not in honor of the upcoming, in the next, I guess, 2 months or give or take, of the Crow remake. I probably will give it a chance. But this 90s teen girl that's still there, and overall, nothing can beat Brandon Lee as a Crow. That fucking amazing soundtrack and a goth aesthetic, it is everything, and the story is everything. So with that being said, I still had that feeling in the air for a while now, so I'm embracing it. So besides the Bohemian Gothic, I wanted to go into a resting period like a vampire for the time being, and bring about the Murder of Crows, who is calling to me to bring her out again, for myself and for others. So with that being said, this week is, I already pulled the cards and got my general meaning here. And again, thanks for bearing with me on this. So I pulled the Ace of Pentacles. As you can see here, in a gorgeous Ace of Pentacles with that crow standing right on the pentacle of the coin or disc. Very firmly and very grounded. Then, for the other tarot that I pulled, because I generally try to pull 2 or whatever seems right, this is the Five of Cups. You can see this one doesn't seem, this deck is black and white, sepia kind of thing. It is very underworldly to me. I love it. It's a very straight shooter, meaning RWS, but very, very straight shooter of a deck to read with, or to clarify, or if you need a good, firm, realistic message that you're going to be able to easily and quickly interpret, or that's going to be applicable. So that Five of Cups is something else. We'll get to that in a moment. And I was actually pulled 2, or was compelled to, from the Haunted Mansion or Mansion Oracle, Haunted Manor Oracle by Syrian Shadows. Such a beautiful indie deck. Someday I'll be doing a review on this, as this is now in my top 5 of favorite Oracle decks, and again fits the aesthetic. So we got here, this is the Hearth card, and it is going to be Value Your Worth. Now forgive me, I've just still kind of blah today because of diabetes and such. So you can see that amazing Hearth card, or Value Worth, which is appropriate to the overarching meaning for the collective this week. And we got a return from last week. Altar. Keep the faith. So, yes, that still ties in. That's always a great message for any time, even for the good times or the bad times. They're mostly a intermix of both. So with that being said, we're going to start here. So overall, the message that I'm getting here for the collective, for everyone, myself and everyone that I know, and everyone just overall that I got from my guides, my familiar spirits, and of course, what I channel and work with, my intuitive gifts. So basically, there is still being presented an opportunity to root yourself, meaning ground yourself in your truth, your abilities, yourself, in what you're trying to create. Now, because it is a pentacle, it is more of what is on the material or physical or mundane, tangible level versus wands, cups with emotions, etc. So with this Ace of Pentacles here, and this crow, it's showing to stand firm, stand tall, and there is opportunities to begin and to pick yourself up and to be strong and to work on your goals, to move forth in your career, move forth in your creativity, what you're choosing to grow, to work on your home, your garden, your relationships, your financial, to start saving, to move forward, maybe for that vacation, that home or dwelling type of improvement, or for those decks like me you like, or just overall to provide for yourself, your family, your loved ones, for your needs and your wants. As we all know, everything is ever increasing in inflation, so this is also a need for that, to do so. But it's a need to stand in your rooted, grounded power on that, but as an earthy level. So to stay firm and strong and to believe in yourself and to put forth the effort. But it's just as with any aces in the tarot, they are just a beginning. They're the beginning of the efforts and the beginning of things being born or shown, but it's also the actual beginning in the full element, in this case of Earth. So in the other card, which is Five of Cups, which cups are emotions, of course, like water, watery. This Five of Cups, as you can see, is particularly kind of very dark, heavy, kind of picking at energy. So the Five of Cups has a lot to do with a combination of anxiety, severe anxiety, like someone in my case, depression, focusing on the past, letting the past overrule you, your past mistakes, things you could have done better, things other people made you feel that way, expectations, words, whether it was 2 days ago or whether it was 10 years ago, for example. It is something picking at you, as you can see from this. So basically, as from carrying over last week and things, and even into this year and last year, this year seems to be a continuation in energies and things of last year. So with that being said, yes, there's beginnings and things being presented, but there's still an underlying thing, because you don't have the full answers yet, or we all don't have the full answers yet. We need me moving forward. but is our anxieties or our fears or our depression keeping us basically locked in that same cycle over and over and not allowing us to stay rooted and begin. And with that being said, the hearth being the value of worth is you know what you're worth when you have this anxiety. You know who you are, and only you know who you are and what you're capable of, and that no matter who you are or what you have to bring to the table, that you are totally worth it. You're totally worth it to invest in yourself, to take that time, that effort, even if others don't understand or agree, or to try to hold you down. Don't be a player or participant in holding your own self down. And of course, keeping the faith is in conjunction with both of those, as you can see with this and this, as the keeping the faith is still continuing, which is always, like as I mentioned earlier, is an integral part of the whole situation of keeping ourselves grounded, to break through our anxieties, our fears, our depression, and no longer let the past or little or big substantial mistakes or lacks of things coming into fruition or to what we expected or what we wanted or what others are coming at us with. Do your best to just try your best, do your best to know your self-worth and what you're capable of. And also, as it said, to keep the faith. It's hard to keep the faith. Trust me, I know that all too well. When you have depression and you have anxiety and things just seem to be spiraling out of control or coming at you like the Five of Cups one after another, you kind of question. However, it's all, as if everything is, it's all about kind of sitting down, taking those 5, 10, 2, 10 hours to regroup yourself, reground yourself, focus on what you want to materialize in your life, to ground what's right for you, to build for what your future is, what your future self will thank you for, what your past self you can kind of let slip away, or past hurts, disappointments, and depression, and just keeping your faith and knowing your worth, because we're all worth something, and we all have to recognize that. And the world tends to be hard, and other people tend to make it harder. Also on top of that, as I mentioned, like me with my job search here for 5 months now. But yeah, I do my best to keep the faith and give my own advice too. We're all human here. We're all in the same experience. We've all been through tough times, good, bad, and ugly, sometimes more than others, but that's what growth and experience is. That's what it's meant to be, no matter what we practice, what we believe in, or what our path is. So with that, I see there's great opportunities coming and a great opportunity to bring about what we all would like, well, each of us would like, or the collective, but it's going to be hard because there is the underlying anxiety, depression, or uncertainty. That's a big one, uncertainty that's coming through to me. But the best way to get through, again, is to keep the faith and to know your worth. And again, you'll get through it. And I believe by the end of this week, things will be seen more grounded, more calm, comfortable, and down to earth. And with that, thanks again for watching. Check out my Little Miss Darrell 79 Instagram. Check out my tarot card reading page on Facebook, which isn't much other than reiteration of the written part, as is the YouTube on the community tab, the written version of this, a bit more formal and organized. Check those out, and thank you again for watching. I hope this alpha finds you all well. And with that, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and blessed be.